Welcome back, everyone, to a new game. So, we are going to play Horizon Zero Dawn and try to finish it before the Forbidden West game comes out. Let's start with a new game. We'll choose normal. Let's see how we do. So, as far as I understand the story of the game, the setting of the game is in this screen. In the far future, um, we you know humans are
Aloy! Aloy!
what it 6 years later it says. Does the story start from here?
Oh, that's a lot of berries.
I don't know, I
Quite the
deleted a
gatherer,
bunch of
aren't you,
save
little
data,
bast?
so maybe
Now go and
the
see if you
first
can find
portion
some
got
more,
did not load properly. Yeah, there was a cutscene before this. Anyway, we won't worry about it. You guys have probably seen these cutscenes hundreds of times.
Well done. That's a good boy. Children,
Aloy
come with
and
me.
her adopted father are outcast in this
She's
game.
an outcast.
So
to be
the
shunned.
the Nora tribe, they shun her.
There. Come on.
And she falls down in a huge cave.
Rost! Down here! Rost! Rost! He won't hear me. Some kind of cave?
A gift from the past.
Ugh, there are rats down here.
Yeah, there are rats down here.
Looks tight, but I can get through.
Okay.
This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places.
So we essentially fall down into a ruin. Oh. There is something back down in that pipe. But we'll keep on moving. We need to get out of
Ross
here.
said never go in places like this. But I have to find a way out.
Oh, there are flower and something in the middle of the flower. I would be scared to death if I fall into this
There's
situation.
something up ahead.
What is up ahead?
What's that? A dead person.
A dead person, exactly.
There's something shiny there.
It's like a personal computer or personal assistant, but much more powerful than our current day computers or phones.
Lights. Everywhere. How does it do this?
Toggle focus by pressing R3 or... Okay. Focus, essentially what they are calling focus, is basically an AR environment. A AR computer essentially. Oh,
A metal
look at
door.
that.
Closed. Maybe this device I found can help.
So it says bunker
How do
door.
I get it open?
Glass door, heavily shielded. Seal integrity maintained. Maybe we open it from there? Only problem is when we use the focus, it slows our progress down to a halt. You'll have to start walking. So that proves very disadvantageous in combat later. What's that? That's a hollow lock. Okay. We don't know what to turn it to.
A shape. It's connected to the door somehow.
Data shows required setting for nearby hollow locks. Okay. So we need to make this look down.
It changed color.
Okay, and that unlocked the door essentially. Anything else? There are all sort of surfaces on which these lights are showing up.
The door changed color too. It did it.
Oh, there is something there. Can we get it? No, we don't have a way to go back there. Through here? No. Doesn't look like we are going there right now. So our only concern should be getting out of here.
What's that? It's got a device. Like the...
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
Do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
So that's another of the focus. So there are rooms like this that we cannot right now, we cannot go. Maybe we'll have to come back here later. Oh, there is a whole right part. There's more.
Well, happy New Year, dear diary. Can you believe we actually celebrated last night? Well, we did. Kind of. Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community room. Don't know where she got the party hats. That was a ghoulish touch. So there we sit, watching the clock tick down to midnight, and I'm thinking, am I the only one who gets the symbolism of this? It might have been worth it if Skylar had gotten drunk again, but I seem to be a mistake she doesn't want to repeat.
So something happened at midnight.
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse, but smiling at each other. Shauna handing out meds like being alive is some kind of pain to be eased. Well, not me. I don't want to go quiet. I don't want to trail off. I want a period at the end of my life sentence, not an ellipses. Hell, an exclamation mark. So if that upsets whoever finds this, too bad. I don't know anyone, anything, anymore.
So he shot himself. And so others basically took medication and died. He just shot himself and died. Okay, that's not a... That's his choice to basically end it immediately. There is another area here. We cannot go. So let's get out of here. Maybe we'll find more... Oh, there is a map. Oh, that's pretty big. We'll find more of those holograms kind of
Why
thing.
did they die here? What happened to them?
Oh, this is Skylar Rivera.
And Machu Picchu. Always wanted to see that. Never did. Why didn't I go with Owen when he asked? Stupid. Should have gone. Well,
So they all took medication and then lied down and died at their bed.
Seriously? Record our thoughts for posterity? Great idea, Director Evans. Like I haven't done enough for posterity already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go.
Posterity can go fuck itself, he was going to say. So all these people essentially took their life. You just...
And pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Death. I'm sorry. It's been a while. And these meds Johnny gave us are really something. So, okay, from the top, kids. Hail Mary, full of grace.
So this guy is praying. Oh, there is another room here too. Ella Pontes.
maybe that's all I need, you know? That moment the door opened and you were standing there wearing that retro weave dress and the way you smiled. I had to look away or you were gonna see it on my face. What had just blossomed inside me, you know? It was just an instant, but I knew we'd be forever.
She fell in love with someone, looks like. All these data corruptions are serious.
How soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbid to shine. But God, who called me here below, will be forever mine.
Okay. So we got some gist of what happened to these people.
Aloy! Aloy!
Down here! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come!
Everyone meets
Such
Rost.
places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
She doesn't want to give it.
Did you find it down there?
No.
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
He turns it into a positive. That's how Rost is. Loved his character.
All these shapes. What do they mean?
Take your bow.
It scans it and says bow.
Oh?
And enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow.
We descend to the valley. Okay, so our training starts essentially.
The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here? It's called salve brush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch. Good. Now eat the berries.
Blech.
They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually. Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. But I will be beside you. Aloy, a machine's coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass. There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called Watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do. Stay still. Wait for it to pass. Now keep low and follow me across the trail to that tall grass. Oh, another one. Let it pass.
These are the scrubs of machine world essentially.
The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. And crouched walking is quieter than upright. Wait for it. That's the last of them. Let's move on. You did well. They didn't see or hear you. Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why's he up there? He's smiling at us.
Teb! Get back where you belong!
Teb.
Teb! Where are you?
Ignore him. We are outcasts and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't
He
like
is a
it.
fool. Come now, let's find that herd. Follow.
See how Aloy, when she's a kid, she just stumbles around instead of walking with solid foothold. I see more berries to be
There.
collected.
See them? These are called striders.
Yeah.
Ha! Get!
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see.
Okay.
Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them.
Okay.
Good. That's it. Those will do. Follow.
Now we are going to collect some more. Okay, L3 to sprint. We are in collection mode. Okay, where did he go? He went across the bridge
Stop wasting
already.
time.
Okay. You ran forward.
Aloy, come now. Aloy, over here. There's the herd. All right, it's time to throw some rocks.
But rocks can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them, draw them into traps. Like that watcher over there. It must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them. How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy, unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal. Aloy, throw a rock near me.
How it jumped? Wow.
There. Come, girl, it's safe now.
We are going to take our rock back.
Harvest a kill so I can teach you how to make arrows.
Take all.
Good. Now, gather stalks of ridgewood from the plants over there.
Ridgewoods. Oh, that destroyed the plant altogether.
Use the stalks as arrow shafts, and metal shards for arrowheads.
Okay, so this is the only way we get
Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need. Let's put those arrows to use. Follow me.
Okay, we are coming. We saw some more stuff too. So I'll have to stop my urge of collecting as much as I can.
Here, stay low in the grass and be quiet. It's time to make your first kill, Aloy. Strider, one of the weaker machines, but even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study your prey. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable, like its eye. Can you guess another?
The canister on its back. Is that a weakness?
Yes. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
She calls
That
it
plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it charges, be ready to roll out of the way. Hit! Keep firing! Again! You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy. The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
Rost is glitching out. Oh man, it's becoming dark. So the day-night cycle is real. You can stumble onto quests during day or night. We are running, so we are fully visible. Look at all these.
I can do nothing. It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death. But if I shoot, it will cause a stampede, and it will trample him.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories.
He doesn't believe it.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
You will not.
She will still go. Oh,
Aloy!
I need to move slowly, quietly, so I can sneak past them. Can't let them see me. Got to be careful.
I think we are
I need
okay.
to see their paths.
Yeah, you can do this part without seeing their path. If you
Almost
kind
there.
of gets it. Here is he.
There he is. Hey.
What? How is this?
Follow me.
How
Need to go in.
avoid them?
Come on.
How are you doing this?
We'll go into here.
How is this possible?
Now Rust will agree that it's not a plaything.
So, it is no plaything.
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both. Boy! She saved me. I just wanted...
Boy! Seal your lips. They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless.
Being motherless is a crime in
Come
this
now.
world.
Back to Mother's heart. And you.
That boy should not have spoken to us. It's against tribal law. We'll go home now. Follow.
I know the way.
She is tired of all these outcasts and motherless.
Seal your lips. Seal your lips.
Stay away, no mother!
Flashpoints offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. Choose this fist, and Aloy will confront the challenge directly. Choose brain, and Aloy will use her insight to find a clever. Okay, so we'll brain it out.
Hey!
Children, away from there. Back to picking berries.
You're bleeding. Let me have a look. Here, hold still. I'll get it.
Why? Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I'll win the proving.
I see. We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard, and it'll take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
She wants to start training immediately. He is always watching over her. That's where it will transition to adult Aloy. Yep. What they show here, the kind of core body and upper body strength it requires is unimaginable. It literally takes years of training. But all this time she has been only fighting the easy machines.
Rost? Rost? Rost?
Where is he? 2 days before the proving and he goes off without me? He wouldn't do that.
Okay. So here we are. Your spear can knock off machine armor using R1. We will save. And I will know for the first time if I deleted something that I should not have. No. Okay. So we still have one save from my original playthrough. So now we have 2. Right? This is level 3, this is I'm level 8, so I played around 5 hours. We got 2 skill points. Okay, we'll take a look at the skills later. First, we will finish this current mission and go talk to Rost.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to?
Fire killing route.
What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
Aloy, you're here.
Did you want to be alone?
No. We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace, and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Anything else you want me to do while I'm down in the Embrace?
Odd Grata might be out of food by now. You could hunt a week's worth of meat for her, if you find the time.
Wouldn't mind if she'd say thanks just once.
Grata follows the law. Her silence towards us is honorable, not an insult.
If you say so. Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast. To be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't...
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll go gather the parts, but I'm also going to pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
Okay. So, he sends us to... this is the quest menu. So that's the main quests. There are side quests. Someone is out of Old Grata, level 4. Oh, she's also an outcast. So this one we'll do. We'll hunt some meat for her.
Something's really bothering him. If he thinks I'm gonna abandon him, he's wrong.
Yeah, I'll feel better when my satchel is full. Let's look at the map. So we are here. Old Grata, talk to Grata. Grata is right here. And there are point of the spear, hunt for blazoned shard. Okay. The initial map itself is pretty big. There is no reason to go there, so let's go hunt for Old Grata. At least talk to her first. We'll hunt anything we find on the way. Campfire discovered. Which campfire we discovered? Okay, it's on the way. Discover a campfire by getting near it, which unlocks a new fast travel location. Light the campfire with this to save.
That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright, time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
As always, we'll try to do the side missions first. Is there a herd here somewhere? Okay, this is also a good time to get some of the skills. Press R1 to perform a silent takedown. That would be very important. Time slows. Landing from a fall. Okay, this also is very important. Single enemy to your position. This also is very important. So we got those. Okay. That's it, right? 2 of you. Okay. We gathered some blaze. Okay, let's go talk to where is Grata. Yeah, she's here.
You kept it close to your heart.
Hello, Grata.
Oh, Mother, since I was cast out, have I not been constant as the river flows? Have I not kept the vows as the stones do? Show me your grace, All-Mother, and provide for me once more.
Don't worry, Grata. I'll hunt your rabbits.
All-Mother, I hear your voice on the wind.
She doesn't even talk to her.
I would count your blessings on my prayer beads, but I lost them atop the eastern overlook. My old bones are too worn to return.
So it's rabbits and your trinket you need this time. Okay, I'll find you at your camp.
Okay. If I gather meat, okay. So rabbits. Okay, will boar give us meat? Boar skin, fatty meat. Okay, we got, okay, from one boar we got 4 meat. So we just need one more boar, or I think there is a rabbit there. Goose. Okay. Okay, goose, how far are you? Will you give us meat? You should also keep a watch out for okay. We killed the goose, which I didn't want, but for meat we need it.
Okay,
Reach
Grata
meat.
said her
Okay.
prayer beads were at the eastern overlook. It's not far from here.
So let's go get her prayer beads. We collect everything we see on the road there. Are we going the right way? Yes. So the main path normally is quite safe.
Mother's heart. 2 more days, and I'll know what it's like in there. It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
how long have we been recording? We've been recording for 54 minutes, so I guess we should finish this quest first and then end this episode. Oh, there are watchers. Definitely there are watchers. Let's grab some more.
I'll tuck that away. The brave trail of the rocks is close by.
Come on here, dude. Come on over. Okay, and about the third one. This proves to be a very, very useful skill. These two together. See, we are only level 3. We took care of 3 watchers without any problem. We still haven't got the. We'll have to take care of some of the striders to get the blaze. But at least for the time being, we are fine.
Gotta may be
here.
devout, but it takes strong arms to reach the Overlook the fast way.
Okay, we are going up there. Okay, so from here. How do we go up? Okay. No, left. Okay. What, we just go up there? No. Then how? Oh, okay. Through here. No, there is no path here. I thought there will be a path from right. Oh, there is. There is a path here. I can hear something up there. Not sure what it is. Okay, we are going up. Oh, still we cannot. We need to go this way. Yeah, the movement system could have been a little better. As I have experienced. Okay. So, if we came here first, we could have...
This looks promising.
Aha! Grata's prayer beads. I see why she comes up here to pray. It looks out to Mother's Gate. You know, I wonder what bothers me more. That she ignores me, or that with all the talk and grandmother, she's never alone.
Okay, that actually provided us with some... but there probably was a... you know, some kind of probably thing we should have lit for fast traveling later. Okay, so we'll go back to Greta, and that's where we will end this episode. Oh, there is this thing to save, which will save our progress. Okay, let's go back to Greta. Not to hurry too much. There was another boar, but oh shit! No, let's find it again. We have spent some. Oh no! No. Okay, should we hunt these guys?
Hunt's over. Fight's on.
Oh shit. These many?
Again.
Oh shit. Oh no. These things almost kill me. I didn't think that it will be this fast an attack. They were like immediately on top of us. Yeah, we were a bit careless. We were running behind that boar, which we missed also. See, let's mark that boar. No, that thingy. Yeah, that one is coming back. Am I missing anything? Did I get all of them? Come here, dude. Okay, I got one blaze from the striders. Let's get that strider. Come here, dude. So they ran away and they actually called the watchers. Okay.
Come on.
At least he could not. Okay, he did not at least see me. We got 2 blaze. We need some more. See, now we are also completing the other quest. We will come back here. We will run to Greta. We stumbled across these guys. Otherwise, we probably should have gone to her.
Would you not help me?
Sure, we'll pick up this side mission.
I need your help.
You want to talk to an outcast?
I'm desperate for help, whatever the consequences.
What's the problem then? Trouble with your leg?
Forget about me. It's my daughter, Arana. She's in danger. She went after a scrapper near Mother's cradle, and I fear for her life. I can't even stand up, let alone go after her. Will you help me find her?
Why would your daughter hunt a scrapper on her own?
It's my fault. I went after it first, and it tore up my leg. I barely got away, and I left a spear impaled in the machine. That spear was made by Adina, my mate, who died last year. It means everything to Arana. She went after the scrapper to get it back.
You know
Let's ask all the questions.
Might cast you out for speaking to me, don't you?
I don't care. I tried looking for her myself, and my leg gave out. Just find her. I'll accept any punishment if it means she's safe.
You said Arana went to Mother's cradle?
Yes. southeast of here. I forbid her from going, but ever since her mother died, she's become impossible. Damn it, look at me. A widower, now a cripple. Father that can't find his daughter. Please, help me set things right.
Yeah, we'll
I'll do
definitely
what I
help.
can to help your daughter.
Make sure she's all right. I'm begging you.
Okay, so that will be our one of our quests in the next episode. We'll finish all these side quests before going behind Rost. Okay, so where are we going? We need to go straight. I'm running here, but there may be machines here. Although what they are calling Mother's Embrace is generally...
Grata, all alone with All Mother. The only way she knows. Good news, Grata. Once again, All Mother has brought you rabbits. I found your prayer beads too. Just try not to lose them again.
All Mother. Each morning I find your
She doesn't even
tears
talk
of
to her.
joy speckling the leaves. Joy at the beauty of all you have made. See how I cry now with you in gratitude.
So you'll cry for her, but you won't speak to me. Fine. Guess that makes you the better outcast. Grata, I may not be around much for a while. I'm gonna run in the proving, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that.
All Mother, I thank you for the kindnesses you share. When the proving comes, in your great wisdom, may you give favor to a brave of generous heart.
I think I get what you're saying. Goodbye, Grata. For now.
All Mother, hear
Okay,
me as I
so
count off my
Odd
years of
Grata
devotion
side
to
mission
these
is
beads.
done. Gave us quite a lot of, not too much
Let me whisper to you
experience.
soothing
So we'll go back to... No, it gave us quite a lot of experience. Max health plus 10, skill point plus 1. Okay, what skill should we get next? Speeds up healing from the medicine pouch. Required. Additional natural resources when foraging. Required. Disassemble resources modification 50% of their metal shard value. That we can wait for later. Leave of increased chance to knock off armor and components. This is very important. Okay, so where should we go first? Let's go here. Save. And we'll end this episode. Alright. Game Changer X up.